Hey, Slade Couture from SC Irregulars, Irregular Design Group, Irregular Defense. But today we're going to talk about some of the things we've been doing over on the Irregular Defense side. You guys have probably seen this camo pattern starting to get out there in photos and videos. I've been wearing and showing it off a little bit. I just wanted to give you a product and design update, talk about the camo pattern itself, and show you some of the stuff that's already on the market, some of the stuff that is coming soon. You know, talking about like full plate carrier setups, pouch suites for an assaulter kit, and then the assaulter uniforms that we've been working on as well. And you know, you've already seen things available like the helmet scrim here, made out of our material. And so I know there's like a lot of questions on the name and stuff. So the actual pattern is called Irregular Disruptive. This colorway is called Hinterland, and Hinterland is our transitional environment pattern. So it's designed and developed for multiple use case, multiple terrain, multiple environments. So think of like OG multicam, how it's supposed to be like that universal camouflage. This is our transitional environment pattern or colorway. I'll talk through combat uniform stuff, things that we're working on and developing, some of the features, some of the other materials that are involved in the set right now. So this is Assaulter Pant V1, very close to production. We're just waiting on some other materials and very compliant threads to get delivered so we can start production on these. But you know, basic style combat pant that we've got here. It's got a Velcro closure up front with a YKK zip fly. All of our pocket bags are a very compliant mesh, so you get a lot of passive cooling through having zippered pockets open on the thighs and also just in the hand pockets themselves. Deep hand pocket, can fit a lot of stuff in there. Also good for maritime environments, right? It's not going to collect and hold water. Anything that doesn't have that mesh, like the cargo pockets here themselves, there's actually drain holes that are sewn in and bar tacked at the bottom to allow for any water drainage there. All of the pockets, minus the hand pockets themselves up here, are YKK zip closed. So deep thigh pocket here, open that up. Again, you've got the mesh, allows for a good passive ventilation and cooling. And the thigh pocket, or sorry, the cargo pocket here, big old deep bellows, allows for good expansion, and then positive zipper closure versus a Velcro flap. Walking on down to the crotch gusset, we're using a material called Gladiator. It's a lightweight, highly durable stretch material, same folks that make Tweave. It's just one of their newer offerings, lighter weight, doesn't hold as much heat, but still very, very durable. Haven't had any issues in testing with it. So we've got a big crotch gusset here for a lot of mobility. And it also carries down into the knee itself. We've got that Gladiator here. We've got a 500D Cord Dura knee pad pocket slash patch for durability with that Gladiator stretch behind that itself too. We made it compatible with the Cry knee pads. They're ubiquitous. I'm not going to make a knee pad. They exist. Everybody has them. They're easily accessible and not very expensive. But it's got a top entry here for your Cry knee pad to fold up, go inside, fits nicely. Then we've got a double Velcro closure here. So closes against body and then it flaps over to secure that, make sure that that thing's not going to pop open, fill up with a bunch of debris. And there's also a big drain at the bottom here as well. So if that fills up with water, it's just going to drain out the bottom here. You've got the side flap adjustment, so you can tighten it up around the knee if you want. And then walking it on down here, we omitted like that calf pocket. It's not something that I ever really seen used. Adds weight, bulk, and usually gets cut off by guys at the higher end units. And then we've got the ankle opening closure. That's got a ton of adjustability with another flap here. And if you're a shorter guy and you order a longer size, you can just fold that thing up if you want, and you still got the camo pattern for about a good 2 inches there visible. But we are going to make different lengths, so just order the correct length and size if you're concerned about that. Flipping it over, we've got that same Gladiator stretch here on the back yoke for tons of mobility. And Zipper pockets again with the mesh pocket bags. Again, a lot of passive cooling, won't hold water. Just design features and things that I wish I had on my old combat uniforms. Carrying on over to the top. So we went with a super lightweight, no melt, no drip FR. It's an Exco knit material, very soft hand feel, good stretch to it as well for the body. And then we've got a raglan sleeve top here, utilizing the 50/50 Nyko. You've got a YKK zip bicep pocket, really big bicep pocket. I think you can fit like a iPhone Pro Max or whatever in there if you wanted to. And then we've got a lightweight, low pro, very compliant knit Velcro. It'll come with these patches, so if you're not running any identifiers or anything, you can cover that up and not worry about it and have full camouflage. Coming down to the cuff, got a lot of adjustment here if you want to tighten that thing up. And then gigantic underarm gusset for comfort and mobility. And then same thing over here, we've got a short sleeve variant that'll be available, so you don't have to cut your sleeves off and worry about it fraying or anything like that. It runs long down to like the crook of the elbow here. I've got pretty long arms and that's what I got it for, so if you're a really short, stubby T-Rex style arms guy, it might go past your elbow, but deal with it. And then over here we've got a plate carrier that's in development. We're not there yet. It's just a prototype that I've got going on right here, utilizing a 500/500 laminate. We had our laminates made by Hartz. They've been in business since 1922. They started with, and they still do, but they make all the rag tops for like BMW, Mercedes, all those other companies. So they've been in the laminates business for a long time. A few years ago, they launched a product called ProTact. That's their tactical nylon laminates. Tons of specs that we'll be able to put up, but the 500/500 I had made by them is all very compliant. All the materials you'll see in any of this stuff is going to be very compliant, to include the threads, the labels, everything. So that adds a lot of cost, time, and complexity to what we're doing, but we want to do it the right way. Laser cut. We've got tons of pass-throughs here for comms, hydration, anything that you're going to be running, whether on the back or the front. But got a big zippered admin pouch here. And we've got pass-through from the admin pouch itself, and also behind the admin pouch coming up to this front chest area of the plate bag. It's got pass-throughs that go up and through. Also got a full Molly Field loop up front on the laminate, so it's nice and stiff for your EUDs. And Velcro down, if you guys are running like anything behind here, like a Velcroed in PTT adapter. Also have Molly cut over here so you can mount your PTTs here. Also have a cut through here and through here on the sides, 2 of them each side. So again, if you're running like a clip-on style PTT, and it's also built-in cable routing. And then we've got front placards we're working on. This is just a basic 3-panel or 3-mag panel. Swift clips here, so adjustable. Use Swift clips. You can use G hooks. We've actually got multiple spots for mounting G hooks, low, medium, and high. And then we've got these Swift clips that are removable. They're nice, tucked up and hidden, so you can't accidentally release those. But we can show you some more of that pass through here. Hand goes all the way through up to here. We are doing a QD removable articulating style shoulder strap. Like I said, this is just a prototype. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. And then flipping it over, stretch panels, and we've got a cummerbund that actually will be able to secure from the back if you're going to run the tubes adapter setup. And also, if you're just going to run the Velcro style, you can slot in here and then Velcro over. getting in here. This is the medium plate bag setup, so it'll fit sappy, e-sappy, shooter, swimmer cuts, all mediums. So various style of plates in the medium size category. And we've got a hard plate retention strap in here so you can adjust and really secure that hard plate down. This nice stretch material here, tons of Velcro interface internal so you can secure it down. Use different size plates in that medium category, again, different shape plates. Full MOLLE back panel, and we will be running the number 10 zippers, so we have compatibility with Ferro. Ferro seems to be the most ubiquitous setup out there at this point between civilian and the special operations community. Show you how this connects back here with this cummerbund. Big old Velcro flap, give you access to your cummerbunds back here. Structural cummerbund that allows for a lot of stretch and breathing room. So tons of motion here, but it also secures and holds that plate with the rigid thermoplastic. Right now we're using Tegris for prototyping. We're going to be going to a coyote brown curve, 1.4 millimeters, so we got a lot of rigidity built in. I'll show you, we've got a lot of adjustability back here. So I think we'll make 2 different cummerbund sizes. This would be like the small, medium, and then we'll have like a large XL for the big boys. But with this, we've got all these different slots, so you can tune where we want this thing to come in. I'm running it on the furthest out on this size cummerbund. We've got another slot here, here, and then finally here. So tons of adjustment. So say I'm a smaller guy, put this on my 17-year-old son. He's a little dude. And turn that all the way in. And we can go to this most inner slot if you're a tiny guy. And then that Velcros over. And then you just repeat for the other side. And now you've shortened up that overall profile of this. Still plenty of breathing room built into this thing. All right, so that's kind of an update on where we're at in product development, utilizing the Irregular Disruptive Hinterland pattern. Like I said, we're getting this stuff made on the same line that's making multicam. It's all very compliant. It's all a wet print roller die, NIR compliant, so it works in the NIR spectrum. So if you're on night vision, you're not going to glow. And later on, we will be doing printed loop and some webbing and stuff, but right now we're just not there. We've got such a massive investment into the materials we've already got. So we've got a 50/50 Nyko, got a 500D Cordura, we've got a 500 to 500D laminate, we've got a 500 to 1000 laminate for those heavy applications. Yeah, just wanted to give you guys an update on where we're at with everything. I know you've been seeing it, wondering where it's at. This is where it's at. We don't want to release anything until we're completely satisfied with it. So thanks for watching, guys.